Welcome back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. So let's talk about this. Where is Micheal Jordan? We're going to talk about where is Micheal Jordan through all this madness that's been going on lately. Okay, I'm not talking about 3 years ago, 5 years ago. I'm talking about now. When somebody tries to slander your name and try to take your awards away and try to diminish what you did in the league by saying your defensive player of the year was fraudulent, Nick Wright, this guy from Yahoo Sports, and many others. No, that's not happening. Where's Micheal Jordan? And we're going to talk about that. But first, let's talk about this FYF clown that claims to be a Micheal Jordan fan. And if I'm not mistaken, he had Micheal Jordan as number one. Really? And we did a video about this guy when he said Micheal Jordan, the 90s was an expansion era and it was weak and they was playing nobody. Huh? Really? Okay. Because I remember the Rockets went back to back, and I remember the Pistons went back to back. So this latest nonsense that FYF Sports Debate is trying to jump on a bandwagon of this guy from Yahoo Sports, another clutch agent, getting paid. I'm telling you, these guys is broke. These guys will do anything for money. And to me, what I've came to realize that FYF is another clutch sports agent. Or he's taking money for clutch sports. Because any real basketball fan with knowledge of the NBA will not have LeBron as a great player. Top 10, number 2, none of this. Right? And like I said, when this guy came out and said that Micheal Jordan's defensive player of the year was fraudulent, his steals, guess what FYF did? He started putting up videos asking people to watch to see if Micheal Jordan got these steals and got these blocks. Was he credited for it? Or did he not get the steals or the blocks? That's what FYF did. This is supposed to be a Micheal Jordan fan. He says Micheal Jordan is number one. Huh? That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a lot of fake Micheal Jordan fans out there. Because no Micheal Jordan fan, for one, would do something like that. To try to put Micheal Jordan's videos out there and discredit him in front of his audience. That's what FYF did. For two, if he was a Micheal Jordan fan, there's no way that he would have LeBron number 2. And if he knew anything about the NBA, he would not have LeBron number 2, regardless if he's a Micheal Jordan fan or not. We went over this. LeBron did nothing but melt down from, 2003 all the way until 2011 in the playoffs. From missing the playoffs with all-star teammates to blowing 3-2 leads in 2006 to melting down in the finals in 2007. Tell us, FYF, how does LeBron make it to the finals in only his second time being in the playoffs with a weak team like that? A team that he supposedly carried to the finals. How do you carry a team like that to the finals in the NBA as a professional player in only your second time in the finals? That's not possible in the 80s. That's not possible in the 90s. That's not possible in the 70s. How do you do that? With no all-star teammates, no Hall of Fame teammates, how did you get to the finals in only your second time in the playoffs? And then melt down in LeBron fashion. Oh, wait. FYF faced his first super team. Shot like 35% from the field, 61% from the line, 5 turnovers a game. When was he the king? When was he a great player? We're not saying that he had to beat Boston. But where was the all-time great King performance? And how did he take them to a 7-game series? Man, that man averaged 35, 7 and 6. He shot under 40%. If I'm not mistaken, like 35% with 5 turnovers. So either his Boston competition is fugazi or he got carried by his team to game 7. You know, that I think it was the first game against Boston in '08. This man shot 11% with 10 turnovers. Who does that? What? We all know 2009, best record in the league against the Boston super team that he just melted down against and took 7 games. No, my fault. '09 against the Magic. MVP, pooped his pants in games 4 and 6 against a Magic team that just destroyed Boston in the '09 finals. The mighty Boston super team. Ooh. 2010, back-to-back MVPs on the Boston super team. None of those guys could get MVP against LeBron, a guy who can't shoot. Wow. Boston is now a number 4 seed, and LeBron melts down in games 4, 5, and 6. You don't believe me? Go back and look at ESPN. They call this man LeBrick, a king without a ring. '09, '10, back-to-back seasons, best record in the NBA on that Boston super team. And yeah, he lost to that Boston super team 2010, and they was a number 4 seed. Ah, we know what happened in 2011. We don't need to discuss this. They say it was his worst moment in the finals. Really? He shot worse than that in the '07 finals. All his percentages from free throw, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage was way worse in '07. So that wasn't his first meltdown, and that wasn't the worst shooting that he had in his career up till then. No, because we can go, like I said, we can go back to '08 against that Boston super team. So if you want to talk about this guy as number 2, when was it? First year didn't make the playoffs, got smoked in the Olympics, got the bronze, wouldn't let him in. He was a minus 144 for the season, shot 41%. Didn't make the All-Star game. Year 2 with an All-Star teammate. Jordan didn't have that until '90. Missed the playoffs because he choked down 19 of 31 games after the All-Star break. And we just talked about '06, where he took a 3-2 lead going back home. It melted down in both of these games. Now, did you hear me say he choked? No, he didn't choke. He wasn't supposed to win in 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll give him that. He wasn't supposed to win, even though he should have. In 9 and 10, he had the best record in the NBA against the 3 and 4 seed in 9 and 10. But yeah, he did melt down in all those years, including the FIBA. What was he averaging? 30 points per game in that season? Wade was coming off the championship, finals MVP, had Bosh, had all these guys. Chris Paul, where was he to rally the troops? Y'all don't want to talk about this guy's first half of his career. All you can say is Micheal Jordan, oh, this man got swept by the Boston Celtics. 5 Hall of Famers, 4 top 75 players. He got swept with no All-Star teammate, no help in a brutal East. I'm just trying to find out when this guy became the king. Y'all won't tell the first half of his career. It's not about losing. It's about you melting down. Micheal Jordan never lost a series when he was supposed to. Never. Never in the 80s. Never in the 90s. LeBron, yes. So FYF, again, is another fake Micheal Jordan fan. A guy who will put up Michael Jordan tape to take away from his greatness, to see if they give him stats that he wasn't supposed to get. Yet, Old Angry Hoops has put out many videos where LeBron got credited for assists and rebounds that wasn't supposed to be there. A guy who can even average 10 rebounds at 6'9", 250, 70, depending on when the steroids kick in, allegedly. And sports and fitness rants always say, how did this guy get so many subs? Well, the guy's been on YouTube for a minute. And I can tell you, a lot of people like liars. We live in a world full of liars. You will work with people who are liars. You will come across people who are liars. People like to be entertained by liars. We are lied to on an everyday basis. Nick Wright is a liar. Shannon Sharp is a liar. Stephen A. Smith is a liar. All these people do is lie. So people like liars. No different from FYF Sports. He's a liar. These people will sit up there and tell you a bold-faced lie to your face. Because they have no backbone. All they care about is money. The same reason why he's protecting LeBron James. He's getting that money from Clutch Sports. It's obvious. So let's talk about this. Michael Jordan, where you at? As a real Michael Jordan fan, a guy from 88 until Michael Jordan retired in 98, never missed one single Michael Jordan game. A real Michael Jordan fan. Not these fake LeBron fans who don't even support the NBA. And when I say don't support the NBA, look at their ratings. They don't watch LeBron. They wake up and look at box scores. We didn't do that. We didn't have social media. We didn't have all this stuff. We watched the game. If you have real LeBron fans, the ratings will be up in the NBA. Nobody watches this crap. LeBron has some of the worst ratings, not only in the NBA Finals. We're talking about when this guy plays on holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas. Nobody watches this guy. You see all the followers he's got on, Twitter or X, whatever it is. You think if all his fans was watching him, the NBA ratings will be through the roof? There's nothing to watch when you watch this guy. This guy stands around, blowing on his hands, don't play defense, shrugs his shoulders. Every time somebody scores, he gets mad. But what was you doing? No positional skills. Except charging the lane with a stiff arm to somebody's throat, chest, stomach, head, and then has the nerve to cry when he doesn't get the foul. But you done committed a foul the whole time you done came down the lane. So that's why his fans don't watch him. His game is boring. He ain't gonna shoot your lights out from the mid-range like Michael Jordan. He ain't gonna make no spectacular shots over 7-footers, guys at 6'10", 6'8", like Michael Jordan was at 6'5". LeBron ain't gonna do that. He's gonna come down the lane and get an uncontested dunk. There's nothing spectacular about this guy. What? That he's dunking on skinny three-point shooters? Skinny AAU three-point shooters. Nothing spectacular about that. Nothing. This is what I'm saying. I know Michael Jordan doesn't have to defend his legacy. And he really never has. But the one time he did, we know when it was. It was in 2020, around the pandemic, when he put out not only The Last Dance, but he put out the Jordan mixtape. It was over then. The debate was over. Us that watch 80s and 90s basketball already know it was never a debate. But what I'm trying to say is when he put out the Last Dance in the Jordan mixtape, it was a wrap. Because a lot of young people never knew Jordan's career in detail. Right? In that Last Dance, really hit home. And a lot of people saw Michael Jordan highlights, but they've never seen nothing like Michael Jordan highlights in that Jordan mixtape. It's just incredible. The eye test was incredible. And it was kind of like The Last Dance. The mixtape started from Michael Jordan's beginning of his career all the way until 98. It was incredible. So he came out and gave LeBron one of the biggest blows to his career with those two things, The Last Dance and the mixtape. But what I'm trying to say is, people like FYF, the guy from Yahoo Sports, Nick Wright, these guys are trying to bring down your legacy and tell you that you wasn't a good defensive player and that stats was given to you. And people like Gilbert Arenas, who he says, oh, Michael Jordan, he's my number one. You gonna say Michael's on steroids? It's about time Michael Jordan come out and try to protect himself against these allegations and against fake fans like Gilbert Arenas, FYF, and these people like that who are fake Michael Jordan fans and fake LeBron fans. They're fake LeBron fans. Because for you to get paid by Clutch Sports to defend LeBron James, you're really not a fan. And all the antics that LeBron has displayed, what did he do last year? Act like he was going to hit a woman on the sideline. Huh? Really? Heard he's cheating on his wife. All the off-court antics from LeBron James. Not to mention, the guy's got the weakest game ever. And, you know, they done gave you about a couple more years to make your money off this Bronny thing and just bringing a circus to the NBA. But again, we don't want to hear nothing when LeBron retires. With any kind of scandal, PEDs, anything. We want you to stay on his bandwagon and ride that thing into hell. And burn with him. Because that's what you've been doing. Fake Michael Jordan fan and a fake LeBron fan. And only in it for the money. We know you guys aren't stupid. I hear you talk. But you gotta lie. And you gotta twist the facts. And you gotta make up stuff like LeBron is a top 10 player. That's what they say. Money is evil. And these people are evil for taking money over the truth and living every day a lie and sleeping in a bed of lies every day. That's what these guys do. So hopefully Michael Jordan will come out and defend these allegations, because a lot of his fans have defended him for a lot of years. And he doesn't have to. But, you know, it's funny to me that LeBron is supposed to be, him and Michael Jordan are supposed to be good friends. Not like Kobe and Jordan, but I've heard Michael Jordan talk about LeBron James, and they're good friends. Why would a good friend do that to you? Hire people to diminish your name. Clutch Sports. LeBron James. Hiring people to diminish Michael Jordan's name. What kind of friend would do something like that? Huh? I guess he's a fake friend. Doing all this for money, and this guy's supposed to have over 1.4 million or something? 1.2 million? Or billion? If I didn't say that. So, I guess money makes you do evil things. And these guys want more money and more money because they done made a deal with the devil. Tell me what you think.